So that was a bit of a wild night last night.
Welcome to a new episode of Slow Travelling. We're an Australian family sailing the world, currently in Greece. With a bad weather forecast, we were hiding out in a sheltered bay.
The forecast was for kind of 25 knots, gusting 30. We was probably more like 30, gusting 40. I think the highest wind speed we recorded was probably 45, 48, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a couple of neighbouring boats were having a bit of strife. The guys next to us just kept dragging. Unfortunately, with our tender airborne, and then the tender ended up flipping, and the fuel tank was in the water. It was a mess. It's one of those things I do need to consider and figure out what we do next time. There wasn't much we could do to help them. We just kind of kept an eye on them and, made sure that they were where we were here if they needed anything. But it is autumn here in the Med. Everyone does these. See on YouTube people doing these videos and facing the perfect storm and all this kind of stuff. To be clear, this is a forecasted front. We're at anchor. We knew it was coming through, but it's still a bit unpleasant at times. Still a bit scary. You're at anchor. We went for a really nice walk up to the waterfall, and we're doing other things. So we were kind of, I guess, in a different headspace. And then next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and the dinghy's airborne, and there's people yelling on boats all around you and foghorns going off, and it's like, anyway, the Mantis held strong, no problems at all. But otherwise, it was fine. We kind of just stayed up all night, did anchor watches. It's the price you pay for being out here and doing what you're doing, and particularly in the Med, it's the price you pay for choosing to be here cruising, in late October. After its impromptu midnight swim, the first order of business was to sort out the outboard.
Oh. Don't be too soon, Mummy.
Seems to be starting better with the fixed fuel line though. Yeah.
Of course, it was never going to be an easy or quick job.
You're going sharpening your pencil. Okay.
So in terms of boat schooling, what we ended up doing is a distance education program. So rather than homeschooling necessarily ourselves, we found out that where we live in New South Wales in Australia, there's actually a program provided, a public school. It's literally run as a run-of-the-mill typical public school in Sydney, but for distance education. Now, it's factored towards people who live remotely, people who live in outback Australia. It's also there for people who perhaps for medical reasons can't attend a regular school. But what they also do is they provide the service for families who are travelling for whatever reason, including travelling on a boat. So we made the decision to go through, it's called the Sydney Distance Education School, and we've given it a go.
Daddy boo!
So we're still in Leho Bay, aren't we, Sam? Why are we still here? What are we waiting for?
Schoolwork.
We're waiting on mail, waiting on Sam's schoolwork for the next term that, was meant to be here a couple of weeks ago and isn't. So we're back here in Leo Bay. It's a bit frustrating, but it's all part of the fun of cruising, I guess. So one of the things about the distance education model is having to get that work sent out to us a term at a time, or a couple of terms ahead, or whatever you figure out doing. So we've had the next term's work sent to us at Leho Yacht Club in Leho Bay here in Lefkis. Fantastic idea, no dramas. They've sent it, should be there waiting for us. We've gone into the yacht club. One of the kids' terms of schoolwork is waiting, and of course the other is not. So now we're going through the hassle of chasing posts and trying to figure out where between Sydney, Australia and Leho Bay, Lefkis, Greece, we've lost a term's worth of work. Meanwhile, Sam's cheering. He doesn't have any schoolwork to do, so he's loving life at the moment. But we've got plans, we've got places we want to go, we've got things we want to do, and we're sitting here in Leho Bay trying to track down some schoolwork. Do we have mail?
No.
What? Soph, do we have mail?
No.
No mail.
No.
No schoolwork for Sam.
No.
He's gonna have to do your schoolwork.
The lady had to call.
We are now off to Nidri. Looks like the mail might be at Nidri Post Office. So we're going to duck in there and have a look.
Let's get the sail out.
Our favourite passage breakfast, porridge. Yeah, you got to get into porridge. I think if you do early morning starts and passages.
Passage breakfast, how is it, Sophie? Good.
Really good honey around here in the Ionian Islands. So yeah, bit of honey, bit of banana, bit of yogurt and porridge. Beautiful. In the end, it turned out the schoolwork was waiting for us at Nidri Post Office in a nearby town. These little frustrations can certainly be challenging, but we try and embrace it as all part of the cruising life. Cleaning out the after locker. Fun, eh, Soph?
Yeah. Not that fun.
Not that fun?
Yep, sweet.
How good's child labour?
What? What's this?
You missed a bit. I don't know. Is it important?
Is it fun, sir?
No, it's annoying.
In a fun way, though. I mean it.
Yeah. Toddler.
So, as I think I said last video, I spent a fair bit of time wandering around the Ionian this year. It's a really, really relaxed cruising ground. When you combine, you know, what's generally fairly moderate to calm seas and wind with the fact that you've got a plethora of anchorages and islands everywhere. You've got free or cheap town keys. You've got tavernas that'll just let you dock your boat at the back, come in, have a meal, come in and have a glass of wine and a bit of masaka. It's somewhere one can get stuck pretty easily. The downside is, it's overloved. It is so busy here, particularly in high season.
Please like and subscribe.